Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Gators and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game he has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Return, they'll mark him at the 19. The run inside. It's Pryor. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it set up on the outside. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Jones wants to throw it. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
With the catch, it's Rodriguez. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Wildcats line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Check. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Ready, go.
Trying to run, it's Barnes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Gators want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to Ball. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Baxter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to Baxter. Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Vaughn. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Here's a give the ball. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Running inside, it's ball. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock it down behind the line, a loss of 1.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They've got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Hand off for Baxter. Got enough for the first. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver.
Booster, booster.
On 1st down, it's Baxter again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Smashes in between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. That's caught. It's Brown. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there.
There he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Florida. He would not be denied. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Makes the grab. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his...
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Jones to throw. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it out fast. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls into the pool.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Off-play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete out left to Wilson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Florida.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jones wants to throw it. Now improvising. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 20 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Sooners keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Makes it past the marker. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's ball.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Turning it on. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Gators.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. A run for the quarterback. Finding some room. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll run it with Baxter. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Kentucky going quickly. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Jones wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here comes the heat. Buying some time. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Jones to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Ready, ready. Hey, take it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion.
Where did he go?
He'll try it again. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making checks. Run in the red zone, it's Barnes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does.
Check. Here we go, ready. Red 18.
The quarterback sneak. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Kentucky right back to the line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It's complete to the right. And that one did not work. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Picks up the first down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explode.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season was real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Snapped it in the shotgun. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
That keeps the score. Kentucky 40.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Complete. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They gave up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Jones to throw. Looking deep. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down.